Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a craft. I already have this one almost completely finished, but what I'm going to do is tell you guys how I did it and give you guys like the final touch because we still need to add a bag to it. So that way there I can kind of give you guys a products list and everything where I purchased everything, and that way there would make it easy for you if you want to try to recreate this. So what this is basically a countdown, obviously, for Christmas. So what I used were some little wood pieces of boards. I used these little bags that you get from the Dollar General. They were $3. You get 3 of them for $1, which I thought was a fantastic deal. I used this Sharpie Mean Streak. This worked the best for writing the numbers on there. And then I used a stencil right here. I used this little plastic stencil. The stencil is kind of hard to get your marker into, so I use a paintbrush to actually paint the number on once I start it. And then I cut the boards to a certain width. You can cut it however long or however short you like it. So there are several different things of ways that you can make this. So if you wanted to, you could go to Lowe's and get a pack of paint sticks. These are a 3-pack and I think they're right around $1. So these are a fantastic way to do this. So you can get like the long ones or you can get the smaller ones. These are the 5-gallon and these are the gallon ones. They do have numbers on them, but obviously I painted my board so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, so you can use these and they will work just fine. Or you could also go back to the lumber department and you could pick out some thicker boards, which is what I did here. These are thicker and I took the tag off of it, so it didn't have a price or anything though. I can't remember how much this was, but it wasn't much. So you can do that as well, which is what I did for my boards just because I wanted it to be like a little bit more sturdy, something I can kind of use throughout the years. The other thing is, with the bags, when you're putting them on, I want you to know that you can either glue them on with like some hot glue, or you can use some E6000. What I chose to do is use thumbtacks. I don't know if you can see it inside of these little bags here, but I used thumbtacks just because I felt like that was easy if I wanted to pop them off and fill them full of goodies if I wanted to. Or you can also just pop them off to store it if you want to pop them off and store it away, and then you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to put this into a package to store it. The star on the top is basically just a little star that I had just laying in my stash. You can choose any star you choose to. The top piece is also has this little pine cone with a little ribbon that matches these. Basically you can make it whatever colors you want to if you want to use these bags, or if you are really good at being crafty and you can create your own bags, you could do that as well. You can also make this longer, so if you want it to stand this, it could stand as a little tree sitting in like your, it could stand as like a little tree sitting in your home. But what I chose to do was put a little hanger on the back. So I just put this little hanger here, so that way there I can hang this on the wall, and I think it's just going to look really cute for my home decor. I do have more farmhouse style, so what we're going to do is go ahead and do the last bag that goes on here. So I will work on that with you guys so you can see the process of doing the bag. So here we go. We have the bags here, so I'm going to pop these off. They just have little plastic pieces there. Pull them off. Super simple. And then I'm going to push this up a little bit so that there you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to grab the stencil, and all we need is a 1. So I'm just going to kind of line it up in the center here. So I'm going to put the 1 right there, and then try to get it as flat as I possibly can. You don't have to be perfect with it. I mean, it's supposed to be farmhouse, so it's going to be a little bit wonky in the first place. So what I'm going to do now is take my paintbrush. This is just a cheap paintbrush that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. So these are very affordable. I think you get like 5 of them or something like that for $1. Super cheap, super great to use for crafting. Alright, so I'm just going to use this. But like I was saying, this is just a little too thick to fit into the actual stencil. So that's why I chose to do it like this. So now all I'm going to do is, it does take a little bit of patience to paint it on because this is just like a wax pencil, so, or a wax, yeah, what is it? I have no idea, honestly. I just know that it dries within minutes. It marks on wet and oily surfaces. It's fade resistant and it's permanent, so I thought it was a perfect thing to use on fabric. But if you have a different technique, you can obviously do a different technique. It's all up to you. So I'm just going to get my brush coated real good here, and then start painting my 1. Super simple. Nothing really hard about it at all, honestly. It would be awesome if these came in like a smaller size. That way there you could actually put the marker into the actual stencil, but unfortunately I couldn't find one that was smaller. So we just improvise and use the paintbrush. So I'm just going to keep on getting it nice and saturated with this wax stuff. I don't know, like I said, I'm not even sure what it is made of, so that it's more dark and deep like the rest of them. So let's go ahead and put a little bit more on here. Alright, and then do it again. Just put this into there. Super simple, like I said. And of course, if you had a better paintbrush, it would be good too. So there's my one, what it looks like so far. So now what I'm going to do is, now that I've got my stencil done, I kind of see where I want the one. Now I'm going to go over it with a marker. I'm going to go over it and kind of make it a little bit more bolder, a little bit more bright, so that it shows up, it pops a little bit better on that black and red fabric. And that's all it is to it. So there's our number one. All right. Oops, I was trying to put the lid on wrong. Okay, so now that that one's done, all you want to do now is go ahead and zip it tied, or like pull it tight. Go ahead and grab yourself some thumbtacks. These are just the thumbtacks you get at the Dollar Tree. Because you get like 300 for $1, so it's a fantastic deal. I'm going to grab one of these, and I'm going to put it in the back of the bag here like that. And then I'm going to get my little tree, and I'm going to put that in the center here. So it's going to go right about there, and just push. Your wood can be softer or harder. Mine's a little bit more firm, so there's the finished product. So there is my finished countdown for Christmas. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see if I lay it down if you can see it better. Yeah, there it is. So there is the finished product. I think it turned out pretty good in my opinion. I am actually excited to hang this on my wall for Christmas and fill it full. What I have, my idea is to fill it full of activities. So I'm going to put a little slip of paper that's going to have an activity to do for the day for my kids, because my kids are a little older. If you have younger children, you can obviously put candy or something like that in it if you wanted to. But anyway, that is my little countdown to Christmas little tree. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, a very quick video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.